you focus your attention, but if anyone's looking to be a broker tomorrow, or maybe is a broker today, we have two things to do and two things alone. This is a business, just understand what that business is and then underwrite. It's really simple. But it's surprising and sometimes shocking that when I do, speak to insurance peers, आप उस insurance की factory को insure कर रहे हो, but you don't have necessarily a clear understanding sometimes of what that business is actually doing. And I can't recommend this enough. The gold mine is just in that, understanding what that business does. And that goes down to understanding what their balance sheet says, what their annual reports are, what their supply chain looks like, what are the key risks in that business, and so on and so forth. And then you need to tailor make a policy and a risk protection program that's suitable for their needs. It's as simple as that. It is hard to do and it takes time, but if you can do that well, it'll be very profitable. Number two, Mahmood, we give the surveyors an opportunity to basically make sure that they get their part of the deal done. When there is a claim, any insurance broker, any person in sales and marketing, when there is a claim, stand with the customer. Stand with the customer. When I first, started this whole journey of mine, I found that this claims is the Wild West. It is the Wild West. There is, even आपस में जब surveyor से बात नहीं करोगे, we hear different opinions. I mean, for example, fire claim में there's still no depreciation scale or schedule like in motor claims. Betterment schedules. These are all things that are left very subjective, arbitrary, left to negotiation, so on and so forth. But as a practical advice, if anyone that's in any function in an insurance company or a brokerage firm, just master claims. And if you're ever in front of a customer, just run them through. Here's a tip, just run them through. कि उनकी doomsday scenario में क्या होगा? Because I guarantee you'll get their attention. And number two, if they haven't gone through one, they'll have no idea. And just walking them through, okay, you need to have tomorrow the surveyor will ask for your ERP, your software access. Is your accounting standards up to date? Is your good inwards, good outward register, your valuations? Because they will need to prove three things. Is that claim payable? Are those assets actually yours? And number three, the value you was prescribed here, is that accurate too? So walking them through that process will build a lot of confidence and trust. And that actually leads to the next point, which is that this is the disconnect. This is the disconnect in the ultimate gold mine here in Pakistan. I don't know about the rest of the world, but at least here in Pakistan, हम क्या बोलते हैं? The customer वो बस claim ही होता है. They don't understand, they don't respect our process, they don't respect our rules, they don't respect what we do. But what do they say? That the insurance industry fine prints us. Fine prints. Policy terms and condition clauses, warranties, so on and so forth, deductible. We don't understand all this. And this is the perfect disconnect. And once again, the perfect gold mine. I really feel as a broker, our biggest job right now is just educators. It's educators because there's enough scientific research that says the number one reason why people buy from you is if you give them confidence. That's it. If you can give them confidence to just creating better awareness and creating that bridge, things become a lot easier. Okay. If I can just conclude with a little bit about us and who we are. So HRC, we're only 4 years old and we started this journey in 2021. But since that time, we've marshaled about 2.8 billion in premium. This is as of December 31st. And our team size is a humble 22 people. And this is the part that I'm most proud of, is that our average age in our company is 32 years old. About 70% of us are not from the insurance industry like myself. We learned on the job. But what was interesting was that if you put in enough intelligent people into a room and you just present them with a problem, a lot of the times you're quite surprised with the solutions that come back. And there's been a lot of innovation that I personally am very proud of. Like some things like, for example, this is some of our team members, but we built our own insurance broking software. We built it in-house. We saw the solutions available, and I hope there was Siddharth Heather in the room, but we found it really bad, really ugly, and very clunky and hard to use. So we built our own. We found that risk inspection reports never get read, but they're super important. They're super important, and that is the triangle of risk. It's actually what is the physical on-ground risk. So we tried to summarize it in a single page, and we found that engagement went up. We're now in the process of actually using drones and videos to actually see how we can better use this to educate customers on what's happening in their business. We do have integration with dashboards in Power BI, for example, where we can give customers beautiful and simple made reports so they can understand what's happening in their business. We spend a lot of money and effort on this. And finally, we're in the process right now to launching the HRC Academy. And the HRC Academy is just an e-learning platform. One thing that we've also realized, and once again, we are not insurance people, but 50% of the role is in the customer's hands and how they prepare the information and give it to you. There's some insured values, is there a new location, so on and so forth. But they lack the awareness. So we've now just basically done these, we're about to launch these e-learning animation type videos, which are helping customers understand कि exclusions क्या होते हैं, warranties क्या होती हैं, जो आपने हमको information क्या देना है. If you add a location, खुदा के बंदे, please let us know straight away. If you've changed your company name, please let us know. All of these things that we know today, it's surprising how much they don't know.